Howdy YouTube, and welcome back to more Star Trek Online with me, Captain Reblis. Okay, I won't do that again. No, just me, Reblis. Here we are at Deep Space K13. Apparently something's going wrong here. No communications, nobody's answering the phone, basically. I've already done this mission once, and the reason I've done that is so that I can... If you've seen the last video, then you know what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to give my bridge officers their own voice so I can talk back to them. It's not the best, obviously, but with my limitations and how much these voice programs actually cost, it's the best I can do. So I hope it's decent enough. But in order to do that, what I've been doing is when I start the mission, your characters will talk here. You have NPC and other things going on here. I don't want to spoil too much. Let's go all the way back up to the top. Like, for example, what I can do is I hold the mouse button and I highlight all of this. I just hit Control-C and then go to like Notepad or Word, Microsoft Word or something, and hit Control-V, and that'll paste that whole conversation. So I just take this part from here down to the period and put it in a voice program, and you get the voice line. I'm hoping that works good, because it's a lot of fun to make the videos where I say something and then they say something and I respond to it. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, enough about that. I'm gonna do this mission again so we can actually y'all can see what it is. If only there was a way I could actually get the transcripts of the missions without actually having to do the mission ahead of time. I hate that, but it's not like I can't replay the mission. Anyway, here we go. Okay, quick thing. This is actually very unfortunate for me. As you might notice, I have another bridge officer now. Her name is Temet. She is actually the third bridge officer you're supposed to get for free when playing this storyline arc. Problem is, I didn't think the game was actually going to give her the voice lines. Or, not the voice lines, but the actual transcripts. So now, Temet is the one talking, and last time it was Scarvin here. So this might be a little bit more annoying, because I'm going to have to redo all the voice lines I just did for Scarvin and make them work. It's Temet's voice instead. Oh well, I'll just have to remember that. Hopefully nothing else changes. Anyway, enough about that. Let's get on with the mission. Alright, let's see.
We've arrived near Deep Space K13, Captain. This is odd. I'm not picking up any comm traffic. No signals, nothing at all from K13 or the other ships in system.
Scan for signs of enemy ships or activity.
Sensors aren't detecting any enemy vessels or warp signatures. No signs of combat, either.
Yellow alert. Prepare for approach.
Captain, the other ships are raising shields and charging weapons.
Something seriously wrong here.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
Fire at will.
All ships disabled, Captain. Captain, those were the Starfleet ships assigned to patrol this sector. I don't think that was a war game or a training sim. Their weapons were at full power.
Something seriously wrong. See if you can raise any of the ships. Use all channels. Try whatever it takes to get through.
Stay away! They're taking control! Don't come near us! They'll take you too! Ah! This station came from the station! Ah!
Oh, who's taking control? What's happening over there? Host channel.
Message from Starfleet Command, Captain. We're to investigate the situation immediately.
Alright. Captain Dougherty mentioned the station. Let's go find out what's going on. Bring us close to the station. We can scan it.
No signs of combat on board the station, Captain. No hostile life form readings either. Everything's quiet. Sensors are picking up a number of life signs over there, but I'm not reading any unusual activity. All of the station systems seem to be functioning normally. Think we should beam over and have a look around?
Have a landing party meet in the transporter room. Just to clarify, I may not read every single line at 100% accurate. I may ad-lib just a little bit.
The lights have all been dimmed, but it looks like sickbay is still operational. Over to the right.
What in the world?
Those blast points on the wall are from phaser fire. There was a fight here. But with whom? No sign of Klingon or Romulan weapon fire. Just Federation.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Stop where you are and turn about slowly. I need to determine if you are infected.
Infected? With what exactly?
Neural parasites. A life form last encountered by the crew of the Enterprise at Deneva Colony. Those possessed by the creatures tend to engage in hostilities with the uninfected. The better to render them fit for infestation.
Well, as you can see, we're friendly. Ensign...
Temet. And while you have not engaged in hostilities thus far, I have seen infected employ false passivity in order to lure unwary prey. A tricorder scan of your adrenaline levels should verify your status.
A logical precaution, Ensign. Scan away.
Scans show a slightly elevated level of adrenaline, though nowhere near that of an infected life form. Thank you for your patience. One can never be too cautious where these parasites are concerned.
I understand that. Tell me more about them. I want to know what we're dealing with.
They are a life form that propagates by infiltrating the nervous system of a host creature. Through this neural link, they can compel their host to obey their bidding. They can also inflict extreme pain upon the host at will, and do so to discourage attempts at resistance. While effective, this punishment can lead to permanent neurological damage or death. At this time, most of the station personnel have become infected. While there is a possibility of uninfected survivors, I must warn that it is remote.
I see. Any recommendations, Ensign?
According to Starfleet data files, the parasites can be safely destroyed by exposure to high-intensity ultraviolet light. My attempts at reconfiguring the station's lighting thus far have been unsuccessful. I am a physician, not a habitat engineer.
Excuse me. I see.
As a precaution, I have developed a serum that can render a person toxic to the creatures. However, medical supplies here are limited. I have enough serum to inoculate your landing party and one other person.
I'll take any edge I can get. In the meantime, let's see if we can find anyone else via the comm system. This is Lieutenant Davis of the USS Texas. Is anyone on the station able to respond? Nothing.
Now there's a voice I wasn't expecting.
Oh.
I take it you heard my distress call then. Well, in case you haven't noticed, the station's been overrun by neuroparasites. The wee devils are back with a vengeance.
So I see. We're safe up in sickbay. Can you join us here?
I'm afraid not. I'm in the auxiliary control room, down on the engineering deck. The place is filthy with parasites, so you'll understand if I don't go out for a wee jaunt.
Understood, Scotty. We'll make our way to you. Davis out.
I have secured a small amount of security gear. It may give you another edge against the parasites.
Excellent, Ensign. You're with us. Let's gear up and head to engineering. Ooh, nice.
We may be able to gain useful knowledge by scanning one of the infected.
Don't worry, our phasers are set to stun. What's that noise? Like somebody went, ugh. Come on. There we go.
The creatures continue to be resistant to tricorder scans, sir. It may be fascinating. I'm detecting an unusually high level of tachyons nearby. Based on these readings, it is possible that a temporal event has occurred on the station within the last 4.2 hours.
Tachyons. Fascinating indeed. Let's keep moving. Tachyons. Time travel. What the hell's going on here? Alright then. That's no way to go.
Enemy target.
Oof.
Losing
What's this? Oh, this is something I forgot to mention. I think I mentioned it. If I didn't, I'll let you know. So this is a little mini game you can play to get special materials to make well, crafting materials, basically. All you have to do is hit V on the keyboard or hit this button here, and your tricorder or whatever device you have in whatever faction you have will scan, and there'll be a little arrow pointing the direction. You go towards it, and it'll tell you what to do. Of course, that's similar to mission objectives as well, but also good if you're trying to make crafting materials.
shield losing power.
The auxiliary control station is down the hall to our right. I'm reading a single human life form within the room. The biosigns match those of Commander Scott in the Starfleet Medical Database.
Well, let's not keep him waiting then.
Hi there. It's good to see a friendly face.
Yeah. Good to see you too, Scotty.
Ah, there you are. I was beginning to get a bit concerned. Thought you might have been taken by those little beasties. I'll just lock the door so none of them can get in while we discuss our next course of action. Now that you're here, we've some work to do. The way I see it, we need to get to main engineering and turn on the station's ultraviolet lighting. That'll sort the nasty buggers out properly.
Is that so, Temet?
While I cannot attest to the ability of UV light to sort Denivan parasites, it will initiate a complete molecular breakdown within all parasites exposed to it.
Ensign?
Aye, she's a Vulcan, all right. I was trying to override the lighting controls from here. It looks like someone sabotaged several duotronic relays. We have to repair them if we're going to have any chance of saving the station. Before we go, grab yourself a kit from the crate there. It might come in handy. We'd better get a move on. The parasites aren't ones to loiter about.
Glad you're with us, Scotty. Lead the way.
Equip a kit to gain new ground combat abilities.
Got that right there.
Aye, this is one of the broken relays, right here.
Oh, I forgot to mention, there's another...
That one was easy. Just a few more to go.
I forgot to mention, there actually is another,
All right, there are several ways through the engineering section here. Keep in mind that the parasites tend to stay in dark corners. If you want to avoid them, do your best to stay in the lit areas.
Thank you for the reminder, Mr. Scott. Alright, that's what I was trying to say. There's another way you can shoot. Obviously, you know how I've been doing. I click on the enemy and I hit 1 or 2 and I shoot. And I do that. Excuse me. I shoot or whatever. But there's also this mode. Third-person shooter mode. More or less, kind of like for PvP type of thing, I think. It works. Oh, there. He's too far away, so I can't actually hit him. Anyway, it's kind of fun to do if you have like a big weapon, a minigun or something. It's just there are miniguns in this game. They're just energy weapons. Oh no, they got Scotty! No! Help him!
But remember,
Scotty.
the parasites like the dark. We devils that they are.
He's perfectly fine. Alright, let's go this way. Not really get too close to those things because they will jump on you and start humping your back, basically.
Our odds of success are greatest if we remain in well-lit areas.
Yes, thank you, Temet. I can see that. But the problem is, holy mother of... Okay, this game just became a horror game. Alright, cool. Scotty, why don't you fix this relay? I'm gonna hide over here in the corner.
I'll have this fixed up straight away. That takes care of that. No trouble at all.
I'm hitting tab trying to target anything, so I don't want to
this one just needs new
It's like that. God dang it. Yep, yep, get it off me. Yep.
There we are. Good as new.
Possess you permanently or anything. It's just kind of annoying. Can't go in there yet.
Now this may be a bit tricky. Just a wee bit longer.
This is why I don't use the first-person shooter since I can't see that.
There we are now.
And I'm down. Like I said, that's kind of why I don't use the first-person shooter thing. Or third-person, I mean.
It looks like someone has overridden the command codes. You best get to the command center and see what you can do from there. I'll stay here, barricade the door, and keep trying to get those UV lights going.
Alright, Scotty. Stay safe. Alright. Running out of these... whatever they're called. Healing items. I forgot what they're called.
Look, who are those soldiers? They're definitely not Starfleet.
Wait a minute. They look familiar. I recognize them from somewhere. That's right, roast, you little buggers.
Parasites! They're dying! All of them!
Definitely familiar.
Salvage what you can and send a squad to kill the Federation vermin!
Wait a minute, I know these guys. They were in Enterprise, weren't they? There they go.
We need to talk.
Wait a minute. Now's not a good time, Hunter. Okay, now's a good time.
Actually, the name's Daniels. This may be a little difficult to absorb, but recent events may make it more plausible. I'm actually from the future. I can't tell you how far. Just that it's a future worth protecting. That's why I'm here now. The aliens we're fighting are called the Nakul, and they're waging a temporal Cold War with us.
That makes sense.
They're trying to change the timeline here in order to disrupt the future. Understand that I follow a temporal version of the Prime Directive. There's only so much I can reveal to you.
Understandable.
Trust that we're doing the right thing here. Time's a factor. We need to stop the Nakul from obtaining the neural parasites.
I think we've already done that.
The Nakul ship that brought these invaders is now fighting the USS Ptolemy. Someone must have sent a distress call. Unfortunately, Ptolemy is no match for the Nakul. Neither is your ship, at least not alone. We should eliminate the parasites on the ships you fought earlier.
All right then.
Those crews will help you once their minds are their own again.
Well, let's get to it.
It's risky, but it's our best shot here.
I agree with you, but you're gonna have to answer some questions.
We can return to the ship on your orders.
All right. Texas, beam us up.
The Ptolemy is holding the Nakul off while we rescue the other ships. But they won't last long. K-13 is hailing us, Captain.
I'm transferring command codes to you now. Use them to remotely access the computer on those disabled ships and emit an ultraviolet flash inside.
Thanks, Scotty.
This is Captain Seralt of the Ptolemy. We have engaged the enemy ship, but we are outmatched.
Hang in
Please
there,
restore
Ptolemy.
those ships and join the fight quickly.
Hang in there, Ptolemy.
That did it, Captain. Looks like everyone's coming around. The parasites are gone.
This is Captain Doherty of the USS Myrmidon. What happened? What's going on?
Your crew was taken over by neural parasites. We've defeated them. Now you need your ship in fighting this alien ship. Whoever they are.
Parasites? What? Okay, sorry. We're right behind you, Captain. Lead the way.
Acknowledged.
Something's wrong. We're not doing any damage.
The Ptolemy has been destroyed. Some kind of temporal shielding.
Temporal shielding? Never heard of it. But maybe a modulated ion burst could disrupt it.
It's doing something. Now's our chance.
Fine work, Captain. You sent those devils back to wherever they came from. Aye, we do have a wee problem, however. The burst I sent, when combined with the power source, created a feedback pulse. The feedback is creating some kind of spatial anomaly, which is beginning to pull the station in. We need to evacuate, immediately.
Acknowledged. Alright, Helm, get us closer to K-13. We gotta rescue as many people as we can before that station gets pulled into that anomaly.
Scott here. The portal's collapsing. We're in for a right bumpy ride.
Everyone, hold on.
Everyone's aboard. Get us clear before that portal blows. There she goes. I don't think anyone's ever seen a station do that.
Yeah, I don't think anyone has either, Scotty.
Captain, before K-13 was pulled into the vortex, I picked up a few distress signals from inside the station.
Damn. We missed some people. They're gone.
Perhaps not. After all, it was a temporal vortex. They may well survive. In another time.
Yeah. Well, let's hope so, Scotty. Let's hope so.
Well then, it's been quite a day, hasn't it? Neural parasites, time-traveling raiders. Why, things will seem almost normal once I'm back on the Enterprise. Speaking of, I'm sure the ships here can give me a lift back to her now that they're parasite-free. If Starfleet Command gives you any grief on this, remind them that lives are more valuable than equipment. And you saved a lot of lives today.
Thanks, Scotty. Give my regards to Captain Kirk and the crew.
I apologize for springing all of this on you at the last minute, and I'll explain more as soon as I can. For now, I can tell you that history is unfolding as it should, and that was not the end of K-13. You're building a fine tradition of making the right decisions in crisis situations. In the meantime, don't talk to anyone about the Na'Kul or their time travel. We can't risk any further corruption of the timeline.
Understood. We'll talk soon, Daniels. And I'm gonna want some more answers.
System scans clear, Captain. Looks like everything's getting back to normal. We can leave the system on your orders.
Alright. Get us out of here, Warp Factor 3.
Let me get this straight. K-13, an entire space station, just disappeared into some type of spatial anomaly?
Yep.
And I thought some of Kirk's after-action reports were a little out there.
Yeah,
Starfleet Command won't be pleased with the loss of K-13, or the people that were still on board.
Yeah, really.
But they'll be happy to hear about the lives you did save. Good work out there. Keep it up.
Thanks, Admiral.
Stay safe.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Leveled up. Alright. Well, I think from now on I'm going to have to do things a little differently. I'll just have to play through the mission first. Well, see, there's the problem. Well, now that I have all 3 bridge officers, perhaps it won't be so much of an issue now. Oh well, I'll figure it out next time. Next mission is called Return to Babel.
We have a problem at Babel. Corridon rebels have taken several Federation trade officials hostage, and they're threatening to kill them unless the UFP withdraws from the Corridon sector. I'd like you to work with the negotiation team and try to resolve this peacefully.
Of course. Nice stuff there. Oh, and I get another tactical officer. Okay, cool. What's that weird square?
Captain, I need to speak with you in my quarters. I think it's time for that explanation I owe you.
Alright, very well. I'll be there shortly. I guess we're going to do this first, and then we'll end this video. What?
There's more to this mission than you realize, Captain.
Yeah, I kind of gathered that.
Something's not right. I'll explain shortly.
I hope so.
You are now in sector space. Here ships
Shut up, I already know that. I think I have to... How do I do this? Oh, it's not that button. Is it this one? Is it this one? Nope, no, I'm trying to do Koi. I can't remember. It's one of these buttons. It allows me to go to... Well, I guess I'll speak to Daniels when I get to Babel. So I guess that's what I have to do. Anyway, that's going to be it for this video. Hopefully now that I have all 3 bridge officers on my... All 3 of them... Well, these are the 3 that you're supposed to get. I mean, I know the 4th one will be a random one. So hopefully this will... Hopefully this is all... I hope this has been entertaining. I mean, this is a long shot for me. I was really hoping that this would work. I really hope it is. I won't know probably till eventually. Either way, I hope you're all enjoying it. And if you are enjoying it, then well, you know what to do. If you're not enjoying it, well, you still know what to do. Either way. Thanks for watching.